Let me make sure I'm not muted. I'm not muted. I'm on the right. Okay, we're live. All right, yeah, we can go ahead and jump into the short recap.
Gotcha. Well, we cleaned up after we dealt with all of the trees, the kind of elementals that snuck up on the party. And once we found that the coast was clear and we firmly established a bridge to pass through that chasm, we got the rest of the expedition onto the ice covering this great worm. And, if we're asking for a lot of security, we did a bunch of testing of the, there seems to be magic cast over this entire frozen advanced, some lingering cryomancy. I got the impression that the dragon that we can see beneath the ice isn't present, but I as a person, or I have some concerns of whether or not something that is frozen, can't be quite designated as dead, especially something like a fantastical dragon creature. Mm-hmm. Especially since it is looking very much like a white dragon, but that is a meta concern. And we are, we've taken these positions around the ice while the rest of the expedition is starting their excavation process. We know that there is the other dig site where the rest of the expedition disappeared, but it's like hours away if I'm to understand, or it's like a significant distance away.
Well, we also found out that this wasn't the first expedition to try to excavate this dragon, that they had also left from the other town, Frosthall Field, right? And no one had survived from that expedition. So they were attacked by something, I don't know what.
We did try to reach out mentally, or I'll take maybe did, to try to reach out mentally to find a connection with the dragon. Yep. See if it was coherent, and
nobody home.
Nobody.
Nothing present.
What was Rick doing?
Oh, sorry, you went robot.
What was Rick doing?
I mean, in game time, it's only been 30 minutes maybe since y'all finished that fight. Down. It was only it's only like a 20-minute walk because you were right near this spot. You were just south of this spot when you fought the cockatrice and the strange water creatures.
That's right. Yeah.
So
I tried to turn Toad into salt.
Yep. So it was really y'all traveled north 20 minutes, and then Toad did some aerial scouting. And that's where y'all mentioned the secondary excavation site. I can't remember if y'all asked anyone about that or y'all just noted it.
I think we asked about it, and they also said something about flying creatures, I think.
Yeah, we asked about it. That's how we found out that they had lied to us. They had kind of told us it was the first expedition, but it turns out it's not. Rohina kind of seemed like he was trying to prove himself better than his brother for their failed expedition. And then there are no bodies at the site. There were blood trails, but they weren't dragged away.
That's right. Rick assisted Toad in trying to examine the blood splatters, and the information the two of you were able to deduce was that the bodies died where the blood splatters are, but it appears that they were lifted up and consumed like a couple feet, if not, 10 feet above where the blood is, and there's nothing left. So they weren't dragged off anymore.
A big old bird got him.
I'd be watching the skies.
I think that's the point where Val pulled out the cannon and trained it on the sky.
I literally did.
Yeah.
And Rick was helping out. So basically, the cannon is sitting on the ice. It's very mobile, a lot more mobile at least. But there is a cannon with a cannonball that is coated with venom. Poison.
Great, sounds safe.
Yeah, so we picked up there. The expeditioners, aka the civilians on the scene, have begun tracing out and slowly excavating this frozen worm in the ice in order to harvest the scales to convert them into all the cold weather equipment that they use on this moon.
All right, I see that me, Val, Signy, and Altaic are kind of to the south, but Toad looks like they're in the middle of it.
Toad has been documenting it on a recording crystal, like this excavation process. I think that Altaic and Signy went up top to get an aerial view in case of aerial attackers. I think that Val and Rick are actually on the ice below.
I see. Okay.
But yeah, that's where we are. So kind of settling in for the long haul, right? You all got here probably like 10 or 11, and they expect that this excavation is probably going to take, some hours, if not a day or two, to get at least the first supply of materials that they're going to harvest from this worm. So is there anything y'all would like to do during this period of time? Would you like to leave to go investigate the other expedition? Would you like to do some more studies on the worm itself? This time is kind of dedicated for what y'all want to do in this point.
Ooh.
So it is a worm or a dragon?
It's a worm. It's a worm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, who gives a shit? I don't even care.
What is the qualifying difference between a worm
Yeah!
and a skin?
I would like to go investigate the other expedition, unless the rest of the crew, who has more context than me, disagrees.
I agree. If the current expedition lead thinks it's, things are well accounted for, we might as well get some more information on what devastated the previous party.
Yeah, it seems relevant.
Remind me, how far away is the other expedition from us?
Yeah, so I'm going to say it's about, if you're walking, it's going to be about an hour. If you have some sort of source of transport, like flying on your summons or whatnot, it's probably only going to be like 20 minutes. So, yeah. And right, y'all were asked to join as security, so take that into consideration. There are people here that are also defending, but the intent was to discuss, assist, things of that nature. So.
Maybe it would be, maybe we don't go all the way there, but Toad takes somebody, goes out maybe like 15, like 10 minutes flying or 5 minutes flying, just to like get a bigger perimeter and see if there's any like hive of something set up somewhere, or people, or creatures coming this way. Might not be a bad idea.
Yeah, I can do some scouting. If someone wants to go with me, or I could go alone, it doesn't matter.
I would love to go on a scouting mission with Toad.
Yes, I can't wait to turn into a bird. You're gonna love sitting on my back.
Okay.
We need to build like a toad saddle.
No, I'm a wild
or
bird.
harness.
Rick.
Oh, okay, gotcha. You can't be tamed. That's true.
We could set up a nice set of belts and ties so that Rick can be picked up by any sort of wild shape. As the moment calls for it.
You see like a special baby Bjorn for me.
Works with any wild shape.
I can't wait for the day where you ask me if you could take mounted combatant feet. Okay, got it. So Rick and Toad are going to go on a scouting venture. If you're flying, like I said, to get to the site flying, it's going to only take you about 20 minutes. Altaik and Val, are y'all just going to hang tight with Signy and kind of keep an eye on this site?
I think so, yeah. I think Val is, at least for the cannon. I'm setting it up. It's aimed at the sky, but I think right now Val, just keeping a rough perimeter or whatever, but is practicing, like, loading quickly, like, the actions of, like, what he has to do.
If Val has an eye on the sky, Altaik will go back to the ice and try to keep a sense of, like, whether or not there's any change in the dragon's condition using like detect magic.
You're trying to get down. Let me do that for you. There's an invisible wall there, so.
Gotcha.
Okay. Do you, Val? I figured Signy was up here on Overwatch. Do you want that to remain the same case?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. All right.
The best idea.
Quick note about. I'm gonna make a quick kind of like standard ruling about the arcane cannon. So, right, it's 3 actions, load, aim, fire, right? So load is easy as a preparatory thing. Aiming, I'm going to say that you can set up to aim. However, if you're aiming at the sky's a big area, right? So
exactly, yeah.
I'm going to say if you're aiming at a vague area and you're just trying to immediately fire, just manning this thing one-manned, like if it's not specific enough to what... It's almost like a held action. If it's not specific enough, I'm going to say the roll was at disadvantage. Or you can take another action to, like, properly aim it at the target that you're aiming at.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
As kind of like a standby held action for this cannon in moments like this going forward. Okay, cool. All right. So, Toad, Rick, Toad, what are you summoning a flying friends, or are you becoming a flying friend?
I shall become a giant owl to carry Rick.
Okay. Got it.
I'll expend a wild shape charge, gladly.
I gotcha. Okay. You can go ahead and drag it onto this board. This will be theater of the mind when we go on this quick little expedition scouting trip. All right, easy enough. No issues of weight. You can carry one medium passenger, easy enough. So, any other spell casting, any sort of preparations you want to do before you take off and head out over there? For either of you?
Rick, do you think we have to be sneaky?
No.
I think I'm pretty sneaky. I think you maybe are less sneaky now, which is crazy because I'm made of metal. But
Well, I don't know how I'm gonna sneak if I'm being carried on your back.
that's true. Just stay down. I'm sure we'll be fine. Okay.
Okay.
And don't be
Maybe
afraid
we
to drop
should-
me. I got a spacesuit on.
Oh. Like if I do like a barrel roll and you fall off my back.
I'll probably survive.
Okay.
Probably.
Probably. What is the spacesuit what you cast? Levitate?
Levitate and jump. I do.
Oh, okay. So not featherball. Got it.
No.
That'll be fun to play with if we ever have to deal with that. Okay. All right. So you end up taking off as a pair, flying towards what almost looks like an ice cream scooped out area of the ice, about 30 minutes north. You get a decent distance up. How far? So it'll be about a 20-minute flight. How how much of that 20 minutes? Are you going to go the full distance?
Yeah, I say we get like right up to like the edge of it, like within sight distance of it.
Okay.
Where we can get a good look at what went on.
Okay. Gotcha. Well, you've already identified this spot from your previous aerial reconnaissance. So as you are approaching, without any rolls or looking for anything specific, it's about 100 to 150 feet across and about 50 feet deep. And like I said before, it's if like an ice cream scooper like scooped a chunk of the ice out of the ice itself. What in particular are the both of you looking at as you're approaching this site? And you make it there with no issues. There's nothing to harass. You don't see any birds are in the sky or anything of that nature. It's just this weird chunk of ice that's been scooped out.
Are there any like signs of like a struggle, or like signs of like animal activity in this area that Toad can see?
Okay, we'll have that be your perception roll. Rick, what are you looking for?
So give me some context. You guys looked for this. You tried to look for where this previous expedition failed already, right?
We only saw it from a distance, or Toad,
Gotcha.
I think, is the only one, from what I understand.
Okay.
They communicated it to us.
And we have no there's like no evidence of like what took them off or anything like that.
We haven't examined it closely beyond
Gotcha.
that.
I want to see what Toad's roll comes up with first.
Okay, go ahead, Toad. Go ahead and give me that perception.
I'm using my eyes, so I will roll with advantage.
Yes, you may.
Okay. The eye of an owl.
All right. That's a natural 20.
Let's go.
So here's what you get from examining. You're specifically looking for animal trails or signs of a skirmish.
Yeah.
You do see what looks to be old, rotting corpses of like wildlife here that looks like it's been killed by arrow shots. So you see old corpses, and when I say old, I'm guesstimating probably like at least a month old, with the arrow still buried in them. Interestingly enough, there's another creature that's not wildlife that is also dead on the ice near the outskirts of the circle. And it is a skeleton. And it is not just a like dead corpse, but a clearly reanimated skeleton that died from the events of its wounds.
Oh.
The necromancer.
Additionally, with your natural 20, you would note there is significant divots running alongside the ice. As in, if you take the circle, there appears to be 6 individual indentations in the ice running. Like if you think about a pair of like a D6 die, like the six points on the die, it looks like those are running right alongside the circle. So let me draw this out. Let me give him a little crayon here.
Oh boy.
All right, so if you've got the massive hole in the ice right here, it looks like there's divots like this alongside the ice.
Interesting.
Divots.
As if something heavy was pushed into the ice that cracked into it.
So big old hole. You know, I have a roll now I want to make. Is this like a natural geological formation? Or is this man-made / made through magic / not something that just occurs?
Let's do either a nature or arcana check.
Okay, I will do I think nature makes the most sense.
I would agree.
Not that I'm good at either of these. Let me check here real quick. I'm terrible at both. Is this gonna be blind or public?
Blind, please, since
Okay.
perception checks were already blind.
Rick tries to remember geology class from 8th grade.
Okay. That was a roll
wasn't blind, I don't
that
think.
was. Yeah, I can see that. I don't know.
Oh, my bad. Here, I'll delete that.
Okay.
I can also.
I thought I clicked
I
on
can
it.
see it, yeah.
I didn't even look at the chat, so I didn't know what I rolled. But
It was bad. So go ahead
It was
and
really
reroll
good.
blind.
It was a nat 20, and
all right, great.
Unfortunate.
That's weird. On my screen, the dice was question marks on it, so I don't know what I
Cool.
did wrong. But there we go.
That roll was worse if you care to use an inspiration.
Okay. Huh.
How much do you
Yeah,
know
you know,
about
I've been-
ice?
Don't listen to him. He's just trying to tax you out of your inspiration.
You know, but
Oh,
I do have some
dude,
extras.
funny.
I'll do it again. I mean, third time's a charm, surely. Let me
Also, those
do
who
this
did the recap, Allie, Eugene, Moses, take your inspirations.
God damn it. Okay, so it's weird. It went to normal again. I clicked on blind and it went back to normal. Here, I'll delete that. We'll roll it again. All right. Let me see what happens when I click on nature. Normal. Okay.
Okay, that worked.
There we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Examining the ice, it appears to be the way the ice is cut out does not appear to be natural. You would think with like pickaxes or shovels or like handmade tools, it would be a little bit less of a perfect circle, but it appears to be almost perfect. So this
A
would lead
little
you to believe
uncanny,
that this
even
is...
like it's like just like inexplicable almost.
It appears to be, like either some magical or precisely tuned mechanical instruments used to scoop this chunk of ice out of the ground.
Yeah, you mentioned ice cream scoop. Is it like that? It's that circular?
It's that circular, yes.
Okay, gotcha. This shit looks weird, Toad.
yeah, well, I didn't think that their technology on this planet was advanced enough for something like that.
I gotta imagine whatever made the hole is not what's collecting all the bones here. They seem unrelated. Like the hole was here, and then whatever has been killing and eating stuff is moved in later.
Should we like examine the dead animals or the
Oh, I'd love to.
undead thing?
Yeah, that's weird too.
Okay, which one do you want? Well, I'll examine one, you examine the other. Which one?
I'll examine the skeleton because maybe it's necromancy magic, and I know a little bit about that.
Okay, I'll look at the animals.
Okay.
And because you know a little bit about those, see, it all makes sense.
I know a thing or two about animals. It's true.
All right, let's do Toad's either medicine or nature check first. The animal.
Okay.
Both of these
And
will
this
be
is blind,
blind.
right?
Yes. And then Rick, yours is going to be we'll call this a medicine check for you.
Okay.
Appears to be a common wolf with signs of struggle that fell due to 3 arrows that slunk into its hide. There are multiple claw marks in the vicinity nearby that seem to be too voluminous to be just one wolf, so perhaps it was a wolf in a pack. And this is the one that fell to the fight.
Do the arrows look pretty basic? Sorry.
No worries.
Do they look just like pretty normal, or?
But these are cool arrows.
These seem
or
to
do they
be
look familiar?
That's a good question. Give me a history check.
We're doing some real forensics right now.
Yeah. Okay. That's a natural 20. You do recognize the style and make of arrows. They are Karnathi made arrows.
Oh, you cheeky devils.
Any other questions about the wolf or the arrows in particular?
What's up with the Carnathis in cold places, huh?
That's a really good question. I will take an arrow with me to take back.
Okay. You can mark one Carnathi arrow. The style and fletching are pretty unique to this. They're pretty standard manufacturing techniques by Carnath.
Are Toad and I rolling at the same time in the world, or would Toad let me know that they found a Carnathi arrow?
I think it's indifferent to me, so Toad can pass along that information while you're in the middle of your examination.
Because that would obviously influence my examination to an extent.
Yeah, I will definitely let you know that it is a Carnathi arrow, and that way to caution you to be careful around the undead.
Yep.
I just realized I have xenoarchaeologist on my character sheet twice.
I don't know why it's on there twice. I can't get rid of all the unique skills I made. Everybody has them. I don't know why you have two.
Okay. It stands out because they're at the bottom, but I do also have cook and everything else. Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah. For some reason, I couldn't make it user unique. So,
I'll do a medicine check.
Go for it
on this guy, and I'll knowing that with Toad informing me that it's there's Carnathi evidence, I'm gonna also check to make sure if this is indeed a Carnathi skeleton.
Yep.
The kind that they make use of.
Yep, absolutely. Go ahead and roll.
And blind, correct?
Yes, blind.
All right. This time I did it right, I think. I hope. Yes.
That was almost a natural 20. That would have been too much for me. But this is pretty clear and clearly and apparent. Based on the arcane markings on the bones themselves, this is a skeleton that is enchanted and ensorcelled using common necromancy techniques known to Carnath. So it looks like the magic in the runes has expired. The way that Carnath does their necromancy, and you have some baseline understanding, right? Necromancers on their own can summon skeletons, but they can also supplement that power by etching some runes in some additional skeletons. That's why necromancers can control more than what you would think of as the standard raise dead spell. And this looks like it's used in the supplementation of the larger drone armies, and it looks like this one was torn apart by bites of wolves. So it looks like there's clearly signs of a skirmish here between this wolf pack and the at least one skeleton. And this one unfortunately lost its magic due to the too much damage to the skeleton and the runes themselves.
Do I see a bow around here?
You do not. The skeleton has been deprived. It is a clean-picked skeleton. It does not appear to have any resources or any sort of equipment on it. It has some tattered rags. It doesn't have anything else on it. No weaponry.
Hey, Toad, about how old is that wolf corpse there?
Like a month or so?
It's not very long ago.
You think they're still here? Are they
Gosh,
maybe
I hope
at
not.
Frost Hall Field?
Yeah, that could be it. Well, we got some interesting information. I still want to know what the hell made this poll, but
do you think it was their ship or something?
Oh, geez, that's actually really smart. Damn.
The dimensions of the massive ship that you saw in Orun would fit the markings in the ice of the landing skids of the large ship that you saw in Orun.
Damn. Toad the genius.
Detective Toad.
Owls are very wise, Rick. And so, it's not me, it's the animal inside of me.
I see.
That was some solid detective work, Toad. Taking inspiration.
Thank you. I don't. Oh wait, that's not. We can hold 4 inspiration now.
Mm-hmm. You may. Any other details or anything else you want to look into in this area?
Rick, I kind of want to fly down into the hole and see if there's anything left in there.
Oh, great. Yeah, you know what? Can't leave any stones unturned. Let's go into the fucking dark, dank hole.
It's more like a crater at this point.
A crater. Yeah, okay.
Is there any signs of like what they excavated? Like if they got like a piece of something instead of like a whole thing, or is everything been excavated from this spot?
Give me. Are both y'all looking for this?
Sure.
Okay. Give me a perception roll with advantage +2 because Rick is helping.
Go ahead.
The ice is cut in a way that it's smooth and easily see-through, similar to what we're looking at on this map here. So, it appears that they missed a small portion of whatever they excavated, and it appears to be a tail sliced cleanly through, frozen, of a worm. Very similar to what we're looking at on this map. As if the tail was sliced through and wasn't properly harvested. Like if they missed like the last 5-10 feet of this. If they missed like the last 5-10 feet of the tail of like a worm that looks like this. Similar coloration. So that's what you spot in the crater.
The impression being they took the rest of the worm and left the little piece of the tail at the end, or
Correct.
other way around?
Correct. They scooped out a worm and a little piece of the tail wasn't extracted properly.
Oh, this is just classic Carnathy hijinks. They're just gonna reanimate that fucking thing and kill us later. Fuck.
That's scary. It's kind of like the Yeti, right?
Yeah, it's exactly like the fucking Yeti. Them in these cold areas. I mean, come on.
Right. Well, that'll make an interesting report. Let's go back. This place creeps me out a little.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Two of you were able to head back. She'd been gone for, we'll say, the whole round trip takes maybe about an hour, 20 minutes travel, 20 minutes there, 20 minutes back.
And in the meantime.
Meanwhile, the excavators are doing their thing. There are relatively few birds in the sky, much to, I'm sure, Val's dismay. You could probably hit one if you really felt like it, Val, but I feel like that you'd be absolutely demolishing that crow flying in the air with 12 D6.
He's doing it quick. He's moving the cannon like, oh, I got you. Oh, I got you.
Just pretending to shoot crows out of the sky. Some of the expeditioners are looking at you a little bit weird. But okay. All right, so the two of you return. What are y'all doing now?
Let's make our report and tell everybody what we figured out.
We found this. Toad hands over the Carnathy arrow.
Yeah, what do you think about that?
Yeah. Do you recognize this?
Yeah. Do you?
Is this being, is there a recording crystal around us?
Oh my god.
Just want to make sure if it's off the record.
He said, am I being punked right now?
That is troubling. Maybe we don't mention this to everybody here present, but that is...
Well, I was actually kind of curious if these guys knew what was going on.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, maybe if they've seen it, Cardass ships or maybe anything.
Yeah.
It didn't sound like they. It sounds like we were the first people here with discussion.
Yeah, they could be lying though. Maybe we should try to
They
check.
did already lie to us once.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe we could try to hint at something. Maybe we like, pretend that we don't, know about this, but try to get them to reveal that they're hiding it from us,
Or just
Yeah,
just
oh.
like, oh wow, this design is very similar to something that we have back in Eberron or something. That, like,
Yeah, we could ask, like, hey, is this one of your arrows? You ever seen one of these before?
Yeah.
Try to get a read on their reaction.
Yeah, and Rick, me and you could just watch them really closely.
Yeah.
Not creepy, but like assessing way.
Mm-hmm. And we can make Altaic do it.
Oh, but is that... You're just gonna make Altaic read somebody's thoughts?
No, we're gonna make Altaic give him the arrow and do the whole acting thing, because we're not good actors. He's a good actor.
Oh, okay. I was like, Rick, that's so unlike you to suggest
No,
that.
I would never. That's a horrible violation of someone's...
Oh, me? I
Make-
would. I'll take that.
Yeah.
Altaic, though. I mean, he...
House Tarasco has an interesting interpretation of the whole do no harm thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm my own man.
Ooh. Well, let's take it to them. Yeah. Altaic will approach the mission chief, Chief Rohan, with this Karnathi arrow. It's like, well, our reconnaissance team managed to find some interesting hardware about. It's just like, taking a look around, does it, would it seem to match any of their own stylings, their own?
On initial inquiry, all the warriors don't appear to have arrows that match the. You can see them in their arrow sheath, right? And the fletching on the back of the arrows doesn't seem to match at all.
Seems wholly unfamiliar. Wholly unfamiliar to me. Perhaps this would interest you as a matter of security.
As you hand him the arrow, he looks at it with a sense of concentration, trying to understand this arrow. And he looks up at you and says, "Where did your group go to find this?"
The other expedition site.
You made it there that fast. The other expedition
We have
site
a
is...
reconnaissance team that's... Oh, well, they travel as the giant owl flies. So they have... they have the benefit of... They have the benefit of speed.
Roheen has this confused look on his face. The next expedition site is a day's travel north. I'm not understanding what we're speaking of here. This would not have come from the expedition site that we've past travel to in years. Where did you say you found this?
It's like... So, okay, above the table. Am I getting this
No.
correctly?
He...
Yeah, so there's
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
So, when you previously asked him about an expedition site, he assumed that y'all were talking about a different expedition site.
He doesn't know. Maybe he doesn't know about the big old
Yeah,
holes.
exactly.
Is he telling the truth though? Is he being truthful and honest?
Me and Toad are giving him the old stare down right now. Let's
Yeah,
check.
Toad's head is like flipped, like you know how owls like still with their head.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
It's very creepy. Rick is trying to do the same thing, and it's hurting really bad.
Both of y'all roll blind insight checks for me, please.
Okie dokie.
Okay. Roheen seems genuinely confused. He doesn't have any sense of recognition in his eyes when you hand him the arrow. He seems genuinely caught off guard by this. And there's a sense of concern as to the arrow and this mention of another expedition site. And he voices those concerns after this brief quip, talking about how he may send some of his folks to travel to this area you speak of once this excavation is complete, because there shouldn't be one this close that he's aware of.
I don't think it would be a bad idea to chart the new expedition site or new anomaly, if nothing else. But I do think that we need to focus on, or you need to focus on this one, and you hired us to be your guard, so we'll do that for you.
Yeah.
But after this is done, I think that's a great idea.
Yeah. Well, the quicker we get through this initial excavation, the quicker we can head back, the quicker we can assemble another group for at least a scouting expedition to that secondary site. Would any of you care to assist in moving some of this ice out? I'm not sure what all of your abilities are as elemental magicians, something of that nature.
You know, I don't think I have move stone paired, and it's not. This is not stone. This is ice. So I'm more of a books guy.
Valerian will look back to the cannon, unattended, and just sigh. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I'll help.
We could use the cannon, you know.
To move ice? Okay, wait.
Just chip away.
Just aim the cannon into the ice?
Straight down.
It's like fishing with dynamite.
If it would make things go like significantly faster, Altaic would offer to leverage telekinesis. I can try to move an object that weighs up to 10 or 1,000 pounds. And I can keep this up for 10 minutes.
Okay.
For larger chunks, we could.
It would. Right. So right now, it's looking like it's going to be about. It's going to take the rest of today and then probably be done by tomorrow evening, and then leave at first light the next day. If you use telekinesis, you would probably be done. They're not trying to harvest the entire thing today. But they would probably be done before the evening tonight, if you chose to do the telekinesis. But that is your call.
Yeah. It's just like once they're prepared, once they've brought these pieces down into chunks that are smaller than 1,000 pounds, he'd be happy to help excavate.
Okay. Gotcha. So the craftsman will begin to shift focus and begin chunking up the ice in specific manners to allow you to pull like cubes of it out, right? Because there's a decent amount of ice above the worm, outside of the head area. So their goal right now today, or for this expedition, is to basically chunk from like where Roheen is down and like basically take like from the neck up. That's their intent. So, okay. They begin to do that. Is anybody else doing anything? So, you're going to hold your telekinesis until that point, right? Because you only get 10 minutes out of it?
Exactly.
Okay, so it's going to still take them a couple hours to chunk it down. You'll basically... So you don't have to burn that spell slot yet, but they're going to begin doing that in stride. Anybody else want to do anything to hurry along the expedition, or are y'all going to remain in Overwatch? And if so, where will you be?
Valerian will help break up the ice blocks with the Blade of the Stormlord. And I think he's like testing it out a lot, but what I'm going to try to do is activate it so it's like charging electricity and hit the ice at a point so the electricity hopefully scatters throughout and starts to melt little creases and ice, so it's a lot easier to break apart.
Okay. Try to like shatter some of the areas near the head a little bit more. Okay.
Yeah.
what does electricity do to ice? I'm trying
I
to
don't know
think.
actually. I'm thinking like it's like does a spider web effect and like shoots all through it. But I'm assuming that if it's because it's still conductive, I would assume. That enough electricity in those same spots, like the path of least resistance, like that, those parts would either start melting because of the heat and the electricity, or it would give it easier break-off points.
Yeah,
because that side would be weaker.
Google says electricity causes ice to melt. So direct electrical current can generate enough heat to melt ice, as seen with power lines that accumulate ice. However, pure ice is a poor conductor, so a direct large current flow through is not efficient. Okay. I'll let you do it. I'm gonna say, if anything, it turns this more into soup rather than like a clean ice splintering. So I'm gonna basically say you put a big ass space heater on some of the ice with your sword. So I'm gonna put you. You're gonna be kind of near the middle to help do that, to help thaw some of the ice. So that'll help soften up the areas they want to break into large pieces, and it kind of helps soften. Helps kind of get those initial areas started. Okay. And then let's go to Rick and Toad. Toad, are you still staying as Giant Owl right now?
Yeah, I think Toad will ride out the last 3 hours of Wild Shape and scout.
Okay. Scouting. We'll get to that. Rick?
Okay, I guess I do have a spell that can help. If we're doing spells to break open the ice, I mean, I have literally Flame Strike, so maybe that would help.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a big spell, right? I mean,
It's
I
a
guess
very somewhat precise one, though. It is 10-foot radius only.
Yeah.
So where do they want me to soften it up?
Yeah.
I think you can, but I think it would be. I don't want to. I think it would assist with thawing out. Let's say the Flame Strike would be needed near the end to thaw out the ice underneath the worm's head that it's still embedded in. So that way, it's not too much of an overlap between what you and Val are trying to do, because Val's softening up the top spot. We'll say that Flame Strike will be needed at the end to soften up the underside. So that way they can excavate the actual head itself. And then, so that way you and Altaic can use your spells at the end of the expedition. Sound good? If you still want to do that at the end, that'll make the process quicker. And with all three of your efforts combined, y'all will be done before the end of the night.
Right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Toad. Scouting. I'm gonna say Signy is helping you scout. Because
That feels right.
that's what she felt she could do. That could be the most helpful in this scenario. So with that in mind, what are you looking? What are you trying to look for? What are you keeping watch on the most?
Because it looks like something snatched these people up at the site and ate them. I think Toad's keeping their eyes on the sky more than anything.
Okay, got it. Understood. Go ahead and give me that perception. Hidden, please. Or blind, whatever.
With advantage +2 because
with advantage +2. That's correct. Okay. All right. You're flying in. I'm assuming you're up and flying around a little bit.
Yeah.
I'll put you at 30 feet up, just to get clear of the canyon area that you're in. You were up, flying around, keeping an eye on the sky around you, looking for any incoming aerial creatures. As Val's sword begins to sink into the ice, you hear this, cutting sound, and then this splintering as it's like this hyper-focused, hyperactive splintering at a massive amount that begins, the electricity kind of sparks through, and it cracks, and then it begins to melt in between the cracks, and that kind of softens everything up. The thrumming of the pickaxes and the shovels as the expeditioners are trying to break through the spots that are necessary. Altaic and Rick kind of preparing to do their part in these steps. There's a lot of sounds in the ice, and there's not a lot of things in the sky. And you would expect with all this noise that there would be something drawn to attention by the sounds of the ice and everyone talking and everybody working. However, as you are working through the ice, one of the expeditioners comments about the fish floating underneath the worm.
Sorry?
And it looks like an eel. And it seems to be approaching relatively quick. And it's looking down at the mouth. And you all notice a large figure come through the mouth of the worm and snatch up this guy as it breaks through the ice. This massive centipedal creature swallows this commoner whole.
Oh my god.
Well, like
as this creature skitters out of the ice, it seems to be moving with ease as if it's like swimming through the ice, as if it's just simply water. And it turns to you, and its wing frills skitter, and it's towering over you. And it becomes clear and apparent that it wasn't a bird that ate them from 10 feet up. It was this something like this that ate them above the ice. So we're gonna go ahead and
Mother clucker.
We're gonna go ahead and roll initiative.
The old DM's
Here
trick.
we go.
The old DM's trick.
Got
You got me
him.
this time, Chris, but I'll remember this.
Yeah,
All right.
for the last of us here.
Go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh yeah, big old 19.15. Oh, I'll take with the toad roll. Oh, Valerian with the toad roll.
Let's get that Signy roll too while we're at it.
Yes.
I have a +3 in Alcor.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Oh,
One more than Toad. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go.
Okay. All right. So let's get this started as this Remoraz breaks through the ice for its next meals here at the site of the worm's death. For some reason, one of these Astral Elf Warriors is stupid fucking quick. So
yeah, he was ready.
he was ready. He didn't think it was a bird. What are you doing with that? What you doing with that cannon? It can't go nowhere.
Sorry,
You're
I was
not
trying to rotate it.
Oh yeah, I can't rotate it. I don't know why it's doing that. So we're just stuck with what it is. Okay.
All good.
This warrior had its bow out, so he's gonna go ahead and take. Does it get multi-attack? It does in fact get 2 longbow shots. So it's gonna land a hit. Land one more hit. So 2 arrows sink into the frills and cut up the Remoraz. Next will be Signy.
Hey, Signy will immediately, which we're sorry for, the bonus action, and it will be the archer attack.
Okay, so Signy summons the starry form.
Yeah, I didn't realize it's gonna auto attack. I targeted. So.
That's okay. 20 will hit. Let me double check. 20 will hit the Remoraz. And it looks like 4. What kind of damage?
For I believe
Probably force.
radiant damage.
Radiant damage. Okay. So the radiant damage slacks into the Remoraz, does damage. Okay. What's next?
I think that is my action as well to attack.
Oh yeah, the first time you summon it, yes. The next time it can be just a straight bonus action. So, okay, is Signy staying up there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think she has a. Actually, I think she'll move up a little bit.
Okay. Yep.
But I've got a little quick there. But yeah,
Got it. Okay. That's another. No. Make the shot. Bing. Bing. I just rolled a crit with that guy.
Oof.
Okay. All right, Rick, you're up.
Yeah, finally. All right. Any chance that guy that got 8 is still alive?
Now he got fucking swallowed.
All right. Thought maybe like one little, he's like maybe getting digested right now. Just a chance. Okay.
I mean, right?
I mean,
He got swallowed.
We quickly can revive him.
Yeah, he might still be alive in the stomach.
Also, Rick was swallowed at one point, so you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have some sympathy.
Rick, did you roll with advantage on this one?
For what?
You have a bluff for this.
Oh, I do have a blood for this. Hold on a second.
Ooh.
Let me see. Kalenta Bloodline. Yeah, I roll initiative against a creature that has 2 or more size categories than you. I gain 10 temp HP.
Wait, what?
And while I have this temp HP, I'm immune to frightened. And I add an additional 1d4 to my attack rolls and saves from that creature. So I'll get the temp HP, that's for sure.
Yeah. I knew it was something. I couldn't remember off the top of my head. I didn't
Yeah,
want to do you dirty.
But I don't get advantage or anything like that. I do get to attack him pretty good, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
That said, I'm probably going to stay over here until necessary.
Okay.
Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have someone else do it. And by someone else, I mean my spiritual weapon.
There you go. Okay.
All right, I will bring that out real quick.
Yep. So yeah, we'll just say that that's the cast, but then you'll have to roll a fresh strike with the spiritual weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we'll just ignore the
Targets. And spiritual weapon.
attack. Rolled even better.
Do the thing.
It did the thing.
Yay!
There you go. Okay. All right. So you're.
I have still my action though,
Yes, you do.
and I'm going to hit him with the Toll the Dead.
Okay, go for it.
Going to make sure that I'm targeting him.
Mm-hmm. Okay. He does suffer damage.
Oh boy.
Okay. So this like centipede snake-like creature's frills have a bunch of arrows sticking out of it, and the external tendrils start to blacken and shrink in a little bit. It seems pretty agitated. You do anything else?
That will be my turn.
Okay. Before Atlas's turn, the Remorez is going to use its apex action, and it's going to burrow back into the ice.
I'll see ya.
Yep, it's going to burrow back into the ice, and it's going to go down and move around.
Well, that's not disconcerting.
You hear a bunch of ice moving, but it seems like the crackiness of the ice, it's gone down like almost underneath where this worm is. Okay, and because of that, Atlas has no shot. Atlas is holding an action to shoot this Remorez. And on the Remorez turn, it's going to burst out of the ice again. And it's going to attempt to swallow. Hey Val, roll me a 1d4, will ya?
A 1d4.
Mm-hmm. Put the control in your hands.
Which one am I? Just so I know.
You're one. Okay. All right. We're number one.
That was perfect.
Okay. So this Remorez is going to jump. It's going to burst out of the ice and going to attempt to swallow you. So I need you to make me a... it should be prompting you to make a con save right now. Okay.
I will use my inspiration to reroll them.
Okay, go for it.
It's a natural 1.
There you go.
Okay. All right, so you are not swallowed. However, it is going to attempt to bite you. And that is a 22 to hit you.
That would hit. Yeah, period. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you take
31. My AC was shield, so.
You take 31 damage. It's a mixture of piercing and fire damage. I do not believe you are immune to either one of those.
I am not. 31.
Actually, did it not roll? It didn't roll the fire damage. Okay. I need to roll the fire damage. Actually, you take more than just this.
Oh, good.
Oh, well.
It doesn't add the... Okay, you take 11... You take 11 fire damage as well. And you are now grappled in the mouth of the Remores, but you're not swallowed. You are just grappled.
Okay. I will, in reaction, I will use absorb elements.
Okay.
So I will have resistance.
Okay.
And I will take 5 from
Of the fire damage? Okay. Yep.
Of the fire.
Oh, until the grapple ends, the target is restrained. Excuse me, you are restrained. It's a big step. Okay. All right. That is the Remores' turn. You are in the mouth of the Remores as it bursts through the ice. But only about half of its body is poking out of the ice at this moment. Toad, what are you doing?
I am going to yell to Altaik, do you want to lift out?
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, seeing Val get, seeing one person adjacent who gets swallowed up, seeing Val get locked into the jaws, I'll take is backing away as quickly as he can. It's like, I'd love an airlift.
Great. Then I would love to fly above Altaik, grab him by the shoulders, and then we're gonna fly to the cannon.
Okay. Right, you are all on initiative turn 9, so I'll just say y'all can do that. That's fine.
Okay.
You're right next to each other on the turn order for all intents and purposes. So.
Get over here, Altaik.
Yeah. So there you go.
And then I will use my bonus action to leave owl form.
Okay.
And then I'll use my action to aim the cannon at the Remores.
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right, I will honor it. So it's aimed. Okay.
Yeah, I'll just drop Altaik off like a little in front of the cannon, and then drop owl form, hop on the cannon, and be like, I really hope it doesn't go under again.
Let me do Rohin's turn real quick, and then we'll do Altaik's. Rohin will run up and is gonna slash the Remores with his long sword. Two-handed. That's a miss. One more time. Two-handed. That is a hit. So Rohin's just slashing away at this thing. Okay. All right. We'll say it's now Altaik's turn.
All right. Altaik is gonna see Toad going to the cannon. It's like, how can I help? It's like, everyone get on! Like seeing the aiming, like the firing position now circle on this. Remember? They're like, oh, everyone get out of the way! Val, how do we fire this thing? Once it's aimed, Altaik. I'm not sure what the next step is.
Yeah,
is there
it's 3 actions, so it's a cruise. So it's 1 action to load, 1 action to aim, 1 action to fire. So you only need to do 1 action to fire.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, yeah. So getting into once it's now in position to fire and shouting for everyone to get out of the way. Should I hold my action so they have an opportunity to go away, or should I just go now? What's we have some opportunity before it takes its next action. Yeah. He will hold his action to fire when for these other expeditioners to get
Okay.
out of the way.
They move at the top of the round. So
Okay, gotcha.
okay.
So he's shouting. He's
That's
looking
good.
at these controls a little panicked.
Okay. All right. Doing anything else?
No, that's his full turn.
Okay. Just get out of the way.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me pop some longbow shots off. Doing some pretty consistent damage. To the point
What the
where
hell?
it has bloodied the Remoras. All right. If it's bloodied, it's gonna take its bloodied action before your turn, Val. Sorry, bud.
Sounds okay.
It's gonna try to swallow you again. Yeah, it's gonna try to swallow you again. So I need you to make me that. Oh, that's not targeting you. Let's get that con save again. DC 15. Ooh, you lucky dog. Okay. All right, that was its bloodied action. And now it's the top of your turn. You do take fire damage because the body of the Remora you would think in this ice temperature it would be cold, but it is actually incredibly hot. So you take more fire damage. You take 11 fire damage.
Ooh. Now just question for absorb elements. It this until my next turn, I believe.
Yep. So your
Until
this
start of
would
next turn, so, but this is the start of my next turn.
this would be the start of your turn, so you have your reactions back.
Okay. Okay, so I would still take the full damage. Like absorb elements wouldn't be on because it's the start of the right. I should.
Does it say till the
It works
start?
the same way that shield works. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. So this would be it would be gone. So you could reuse it if you wanted to with your reaction, but the old one would be gone at this point.
Yeah, it's all good. I just wanted to. I haven't used that spell before at all.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's fair. Okay.
Yeah. So I think I'm gonna use my bonus action just to second wind.
Okay. You see a cannon aimed at the Remora, which you are currently being held by.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? Before I second wind, I'm gonna try to break out. I think.
Okay. You need to make a DC 17 escape check.
Okay. Is that like
Athletics or acrobatics? But it's going to take your action to try to break.
Okay.
Okay. You burn your action to break free. You are no longer being held in the mouth. You can jump free if you wish.
Yeah, I think I will. I'm gonna just kind of jump out of it.
Okay.
Like, finally freeing myself from like it's almost clamping its jaws down on me and swallow me. I'm going to jump.
Okay.
And get about 20 feet away.
Okay.
And I will use second.
Okay. Gotcha. You will take an attack of opportunity as you're jumping away. So let me roll that bite. It's a big one. 25 to hit you.
Oh, that does it.
Okay. So you suffer 24. That's 24 piercing as it catches your leg, and you burn for an additional 8 fire damage.
Oh.
You still alive? Oh, barely. Okay. All right. You jump free.
Oh, okay. Then I will use my second wind.
Okay.
Plus 60.
Gotcha. Yeah, you can move yourself accordingly now if you wish.
And actually, I'm going to go 30 feet away.
Well, you're not. Okay, yeah. You can,
I don't know why I said 60 feet there.
Yeah, I don't know why either. Yeah, you're fine. Okay. All right, so you dive out of the Remora's mouth. It catches your leg and mangles it up pretty badly as you dive free, but you're able to get clear. And you roll back onto the ice. Taking a second.
Very injured. Valerian is has blood everywhere. It's
okay. All right. It's top of the round. These fuckers are scattering like cockroaches.
Not in front of the cannon, get out!
We'll say they move this way. They start running to you, and then they hear you screaming, and then they run away. And then these two, Rick, as you're standing on, they just run right past you. They just fuck off. Okay, the line of sight is clear to fire the cannon. So let's have.
Is this something character sheet or?
This is on Val controls the cannon, so I'm gonna have Val roll the cannon.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll the hit, and then it's coated in purple worm. So that's 44 points of damage.
For some reason, I was targeting Valerian.
You're
I don't want that to happen.
You're fucking dead.
I do not want it to target Valerian.
a little mutiny here going on. Oops. I guess I'm the captain now. That's how it works, right?
I love it. Okay, so the massive arcane round fires off. The cannon slams, because it's on ice, it slams into the walls behind y'all to the southwest. I need someone to roll the purple worm poison. I just need someone to post that, because that hits as well, because it was coated.
Yep.
Gotcha.
That's right. This fucking war crime of a cannon.
War crime of a cannon.
12d6. The DC
Yeah,
19
12d6.
con save.
DC 19. Okay, all right. I'll do the con save. Yeah, because it already hit. So DC
Wow.
19 con save.
It's
Okay,
a very
it rolled it.
Carnathy cannon.
It really is.
Can I use one of my inspiration to make it re-roll its con save?
You
please?
certainly can. Does that sound better?
Yeah.
Okay. How much damage?
my.
12d6. Okay. Roll that damage. Let's have Altake. Let's get Altake in this mix. Altake, can you roll me 12d6, please?
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I want to see all these dice come down.
Alright, okay.
So the cannonball hits, that does a lot, and the poison does as much.
Just as much as the cannonball.
Okay.
Oh my.
So
That's a really weird looking wound. It looks like the poison instantly did as much damage as the cannonball.
So the
Oh my
cannon
God.
tears into the body of the Remora, taking out large chunks and a lot of legs. And then the poison just immediately seeps into it. The yellowish spines just begin to darken and turn purple and blacken and fall off. It is, however, not dead.
That's crazy.
Very
It
crazy.
is not
We
dead.
gotta put this thing down. It's sad at this point.
This thing is fucked
We're
up.
actually doing it a favor now.
And it is going to use its apex action to burrow itself in the ground again, and
Oh, no.
move
Uh-oh.
around.
Okay, this black zone doesn't feel safe anymore.
as Mr. Blip will kill me if the cannon gets focused.
Okay. All right. Astral Elf
You gotta
Warrior.
run. It didn't kill it. You gotta run.
Run.
Hell
Alright,
action.
Move the cannon.
Signy. What's Signy doing?
Signy is wait, actually, let me think. There might be. I want to see if there's something that maybe we could use to find. Okay, is there a way I could cast Fairy Fire under the ice?
What's the writing of Fairy Fire? Is it a creature you can
I'll
see?
post it. No, it's a
Probably like a
cube. So
point.
it's a point.
It's just a point.
Right.
Okay. I'm gonna say if you do cast it, if there's anything if you aim it right, it could work.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Could I guess it's an action to do it, so maybe.
Yep.
For my bonus action, because you said skill checks are bonus actions, right?
Skill checks are bonus actions, as long as it isn't like
I've-
to break a grapple or something.
Of course, yeah. But I mean, I would just like to use perception if I can. Then.
Okay.
Maybe Signy is like listening or trying to trace where it could go?
Sure.
Based on where it was.
Yeah. Why don't you give me the area in general? Give me. Let's do it this way. We're gonna do it Minesweeper rules. So,
Okay.
give me a 30-foot area that you're looking for. Draw me like a 30-foot circle of where you're
I
looking,
got you.
and specify the depth. Like how far down? Think of it as like a cube, or like.
Let me ask you this: how far down did we get for the dragon?
So the dragon's head at the highest point, right where the spiritual weapon is just like 10 feet under the ice. Over like here is like 20 and 30 feet down.
Okay. All right, so then I think it'll be right here.
I can't.
30 foot.
If you're putting something. Okay. All right. So and how far down?
I would put it. Since it's 30 foot, or sorry, a 20-foot cube, I think I would go. I'd be looking maybe like 20 feet down.
20 feet down. Okay. Roll me that perception check.
Okay.
Okay. Ooh. We actually cast fairy fire. That cast it.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
It's a fucking rave. Try Control Z.
It's a very cool looking effect, though. I gotta say.
It is very cool.
It is really cool. I did Control Z. But
It's
the
hard
thing
to
is,
look.
I
I
didn't
can't
cast
really
a
look at it,
spell.
I think because you drew a template, it thought that for some reason it accepted that. I'll just go through and just remove the effects.
I am so
Okay.
sorry.
No, you're fine. It's not a big deal. It adds like
That's interesting.
3
Yeah, you
different
can just
types
disable
of
the-
light. Yeah, it adds like 3 different types of lights. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's straight up a rave.
Whole lot of oomph going on over here. Yeah. On your character,
Like
on
that.
Val, just go into effects and disable the effects.
Okay.
Okay.
It's the swarm bee going.
You
for battle,
do
not us.
see Signy does see the Remores right about 15 feet underneath the cannon.
Oh no.
Oh, no. I had plans to move it.
So
Guys, please.
if you want to try to hit it with fairy fire, you may.
Okay. Yeah, I'll put it right there. Yeah, I'll put it
Okay.
right so it hits.
Yeah, like
just-
underneath the water, just the worm. That's fine. Yeah, just put it like on a square off to the side so it doesn't trigger everyone else.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Did you cast it? Did you target?
Did. Put it just off to the side. It says no targets to save, but it is a dexterity save.
I didn't see it. Oh, you put it in like a weird corner. You put it like in the corner of
just
the
like
map.
in the corner.
Oh,
You
okay.
said- oh, sorry.
No worries. I'll just make the deck save. It's all good. See if you can. Actually, do it again because it'll help with the automations. Just refund the resource and cast the spell again and put the measure template that covers the Remores. Because it'll auto-roll it, and if it applies...
I can't see the Remoras.
Oh, you can't? You can't see that right there?
That's right on, yeah.
Oh,
It's right by the cannon.
Okay. I can't see it.
It's a big-ass...
Maybe we can try to get just the corner. Of
Yeah,
the
just get the
Loras
corner
and
of
hit
it.
all of us.
Yeah, place the measure template. Yeah, there you go. That's good. Nothing? It doesn't even get it there? Mother. Okay, it's fine. It's cool. Deck save, right? Deck save.
Dex save, yeah.
Okay, what's the DC? Well, it probably failed. So... What if I apply?
Yeah, I believe your DC is 16.
Okay. Alright. Can I... It won't let me click shit. Okay, whatever. Alright, it fails, so it is now fucking highlighted for everyone.
So we can all see that it's
Exploding
much more
power, it's
cannon.
glowing.
Yeah, I can't, I'll just mark it. All attacks have advantage against it, right?
Right.
Okay. Alright, so yeah, it is glowing and visible to everyone underneath. All the arrow shots are not going to be able to make through the ice. They're all going to try, but it's not going to work. Just because of how thick the ice is in that particular spot. But the two of you and the cannon might be able to do something. Is Signy moving? I think they've used everything.
Signy's going to stay there.
Okay, got it. All right. Rick, you see this glowing blob underneath the ice heading towards your allies.
Yeah, it doesn't take a genius to understand what's going on there. The issue is, I'm all the way over here, and he's all the way over there. It's a bit of a problem. I can only move my spiritual weapon 30 feet per turn, I do believe. Let me double check.
It might be
that,
20.
I think that's true. Oh yeah, it's even slower than... Yeah, it's 20 feet. Okay, so... My longest range spell... Okay, so it's underneath the ice still, so I can't really target... Or can I target it? Like,
you can try... I mean, they were trying to do it with arrows. That's not going to be very effective, but if you have something you think might go through the ice, you can try. I'm going to say it's a disadvantage. Like, if you tried a guiding bolt, I would say it's a disadvantage.
Guiding bolt was what I was thinking of, because it does have a hell of a lot of range. That's 120 feet range, so let me just measure
But
that
you
out real
also
quick.
have advantage from fairy fire, so it can't take it out.
Oh yeah, no, I'm within range of guiding bolt. Actually, so first I'll move.
Okay.
I'll move my 25 feet this way. And I think I will try to hit it with a fairy fire.
Okay. I think you
Sure,
still have the
angle?
angle to hit it. Yep. Okay. So yeah, go ahead and target it. And it would just be a flat roll because it counteracts with Okay.
Nice.
Kaboosh.
Okay.
Thank you.
How much health?
But I think it's one of the rare guiding bolts I've shot that has actually hit
That's
someone.
actually hit someone. Yeah. So your guiding bolt slinks in the ice. The ice almost like shatters around it as you kind of punch this thing into the ice.
And he's really glowing.
Now he's really glowing. Okay. It's still alive and it's looking like it's barreling towards this cannon. You doing anything else?
I don't think I can, unfortunately. I will say that the next attack roll made against it before the end of my next turn has advantage. So, Atlas, please.
Atlas cannot. Atlas is going to try with his bow. But he's. No, his arrows aren't going to be able to punch through either. I'm not even going to try to roll because it's arrows through ice.
Can Atlas, like, sprint and, like,
try to
use a sword
stab
or a spear or something? Yeah.
That's a good point. I'll give you that.
Is he close? If he's close enough. If he's not close enough, then you don't have to bullshit.
30 feet.
Although
His
because it's
sword-
ice, could he slide across the ice?
No,
In a
it's
real
difficult.
cool way.
We're bullshitting a lot if we do that.
Yeah, and I think it's technically difficult terrain on the ice itself. So yeah, he's not going to make it.
Yeah,
Yeah. He'll hold his action to fire again.
All right.
Okay. It is the Remorez's turn, unfortunately. However, it's very hurt. But it is going to try to eat your cannon.
Oh my god, no!
Rest
Okay.
in peace, Val.
The cannon does have stats. And let's see if it can even get its mouth around this thing. All right.
It is a big cannon.
Yeah, it's an AC 19, but I rolled a 23, so it takes 35 points of damage.
No.
So the cannon is not dead, but it's hurt. However, because I landed a bite attack in time, it's gonna try to swallow it. I don't know how that would work with a siege weapon.
It can't really resist.
It can't
right?
really
So-
resist. I think it just happens.
Yeah, I think it actually just happens.
I think it just happens. Actually, I didn't roll the fire damage. Okay, and it takes an additional 10 damage. Not that. This.
This is the scariest Ramirez ever. It's glowing, super bright, and it's got a cannon inside.
It's got a cannon inside it. No pressure,
It's
right?
getting stronger, guys.
Okay. So
This
yeah,
is
I'm
real.
gonna say the Remorez eats your cannon.
Jeez.
Is this thing still visible? Yeah, okay. Alright, cool. And that's its turn at this moment. Yeah, that's its turn. It eats the cannon. Okay. It's Toad's turn.
I am going to use my staff to bonk it.
Big bonk. Okay. You
How
roll.
hurt does it look? Does it look like really hurt?
It looks really hurt, but it may or may not kill with just a straight bonk.
Okay. Well, let me see.
I mean, Toad's bonks are really good, though.
Toad's bonks
That is
are
true.
so good, but also
That's fair.
really don't want our cannon to get destroyed. Would I have advantage?
You have
Guiding
advantage.
bolt?
Guiding bolts.
You have double advantage because of fairy fire. So advantage +2 to hit.
I'm just gonna bonk it.
Big
Bonk
bonk.
it. Sponge
Okay.
this bug.
Bonk.
I don't know that it's gonna let me roll it with advantage from the staff, Chris. So I'm just gonna roll twice.
Okay. Yeah, no, that did not hit. It won't let you roll advantage from the staff? That's weird. Okay.
Like when I like go to like use the ability, like there's no way for me to select it with advantage.
That's super weird. Okay. All right. I'll put that on the front end thing to fix. Okay. That hits. That's a big ass bonk. I forgot how much damage the bonk does. Explain to all of us how Toad bonks the Remoras to death, please.
I think it comes up and swallows the cannon, and Toad pulls their staff out and energizes it, like pulls their hand over the top of it to draw its energy out, and then picks it up over the top of their head and like brings it down on its like little snout, like just bops it on its nose really hard. I guess maybe cracks its skull.
Okay. Cracks its skull and it slams into the ice, flatlining out.
Toad will just like, no, bad, throw it up,
Give
Okay.
it back. Give it back.
Okay.
give it back.
All right. I'm gonna keep the combat rolling because it burst out of this hole in the water, and it's slowly starting to slip into the ice. So let's just keep. Let me end this. Let me end the combat. However, you have like what is quintessentially a turn between all of you to figure out how the hell you're gonna prevent this thing from slipping into the water.
Can I cast Entangle to
Ooh.
root it in place,
Yes, absolutely.
to restrain it?
Yes. It doesn't save, obviously. Okay,
Yeah.
so you managed to pin it in place. How long does that last? Looks like for a minute. Looks like for a minute.
for a minute.
So for a minute, this thing is held in place. Okay. So you got a minute to get your cannon out of the stomach of the Remora. And I am going to roll damage for the acid that this cannon is sitting in.
Well, I think as soon as it was, as soon as it went back to Val anyway, he was going to go to the nearest wall,
Okay.
and I will summon the cannon.
Oh, you can summon the cannon. You can summon the cannon, huh? Okay, I guess that fixes that issue.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
crisis
This is,
averted.
this is Val sees everyone like sizing up the worm to like open its stomach and like extract the cannon, and he's super upset that the cannon got swallowed. But then he's like, wait, no, I can fix this, and goes and summons the cannon.
Okay, all right. So you managed
And
to
starts
summon.
immediately wiping it off,
Yep,
getting
okay.
all the acid off of it.
Oh my god. Okay. All right. It is bedtime for Arthur, and we are done with this combat. So let me get him in here real quick. Hi, sir.
Yay!
Hey.
Hey,
Hey, Arthur.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, buddy.
Arthur.
Yes, I got some cool stuff
Oh yeah,
from the teacher.
what'd you get?
I got the Super Mario thing and that whistle and that big kahuna butt.
The classic school fundraiser.
Oh, that's so cool, buddy.
They do them online.
And we
Yeah,
get
they
some
do them
pizza.
online. Apparently, they do them online now. Yeah. You got pizza? Okay. All right, Bubbles. Tell your friends good night.
Good night.
Good night, buddy.
Was
Good
that
night,
equal?
Arthur.
Was that
Yeah.
equal, Dad?
Oh, Okay, we're in the middle of a combat. Apparently, it's not going on anymore. Okay, it's gone. Okay, good night, sir. I love you. Okay. Crisis averted of the cannon being in the Remora's stomach. However, if you want to keep the Remora's corpse strung up for the next minute for any sort of purposes, you may totally do so.
I would like to extract Remora's acid, please.
I'm sure
Hell
you would.
yeah.
Do we want to take a quick? Can we do a 10-minute break? Come back at 15.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, Toad, you're doing another field harvesting exhibit. This is becoming your thing. You're trying to get the acid out of the Remoras?
Set on the person.
I mean, like it uses acid to digest things.
Yep.
Unless, does it seem to have like some kind of venom that is extractable, or is it just the acid?
It's just the acid in the stomach.
Sure, I'll take a couple vials of acid.
Okay.
I think I was gonna say Blair will point out to Toad as they're like examining it, and just point out that like whenever he was beside the worm, it was like he was burning. So maybe there's like some type of gland or
Oh,
you know,
A
organ
flame
that it
sack.
has. Yeah,
Or
flame
maybe it like
sack.
vaporizes.
So
I'll look for that. I'll look for like
gotcha.
flame glands.
So the carcass's body is unnaturally warm. The exterior skin seems to be the source itself. There doesn't seem to be any noticeable glands. It seems to be everywhere. So you can attempt to harvest some of this Remoraz's, like, what's the word I'm looking for?
Skin it?
Like, yeah, you can try to skin some of it.
Interesting. The scientist in me wants to skin it. The alchemist in me wants to gather the acid.
Oh,
I'll come
We can
skin
help.
it if
Yeah.
there's limited time, especially if it's gonna like sink back in.
I think
I'll
it's
try
like
to
a
pull it
minute.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got a minute.
Yeah, I'll try to. If I can, I'll start to try to pull it out if it seems like
Yeah.
that's helpful at all.
Yeah, and
yeah,
the,
to extend the time, I can cast Levitate.
Ooh. Make it even easier to pull it out as well.
that lasts for 10 minutes. Okay. Yeah, that'll buy you
Yes.
time to do everything that y'all want to do. And
Great.
additionally, Roheen and the warriors will try to extract the corpse of the excavator. His name is Leo.
We don't even know his name.
Yeah, so they're gonna try to pull Leo out to at least have something to bring back to
Don't
the
give him a
family.
last name. Don't give him a backstory.
Every time you say that, they're gonna have more next of kin.
Oh, Leo's children are gonna hate this.
Okay. So we're skinning and we're harvesting acid. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's do the harvesting acid first because I think that's straightforward. Let's do a survival check. Or what? No, hold on. You have herbalism, xenoarchaeologist, medicine, and
I should have
cooking.
I think I just used my herbalism. No. Where is herbal? I do have an herbalism skill. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's just do a xenoarchaeologist.
Okay.
Yeah, these are kind of all touched together. So let's roll xenoarchaeologist just to see how much you're able to harvest before this thing.
Ooh, I'll use one of my inspiration to re-roll that.
Go for it.
To things a little harder.
Better. Okay.
Activate.
All right.
all two.
Roll me 2d4. Okay. 6 vials of acid.
Nice.
Yeah, so you can go ahead and put that in your inventory. You're able to harvest 6 vials of acid.
Nice.
And then Val, you're gonna try to skin some of the exterior that's like heating up. Val,
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
You're gonna try to skin it? Did I catch that right?
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So the body is heated and it's still maintaining its heat. So let's do a con save first to see how much damage you'll take as you're slicing up this stuff, because it is kind of hard to handle. Pretty good. You'll take not a lot of damage, just a little bit. You'll take 3 fire damage.
Okay.
And then roll me for you. Let's do survival check.
All right. I am not very good at those.
You want to keep that?
I do not have any inspiration.
Okay. With that, I would say you are able to obtain. It's a pretty tough hide. I'm going to say you're able to obtain a square about the size of a sheet of paper that could potentially be experimented on later. But that's about as much as you're able to harvest. So you can put aside Remora's skin sample.
Okay.
And it does retain its heated properties. It's almost like this.
Nice.
It's a
heated
strange
blanket.
skin. A little bit. Pretty gross blanket, but yeah.
Like a rag, yeah. Oh, I don't know if you have anything for this, but can we check like any remains of the other expedition in this thing?
Yeah.
Or the other people that were here, I should say.
Roll me a medicine check.
Good, okay. Public or private?
Public's fine. You are able to.
Lucky.
You are able to see traces of digested bodies. They are not salvageable, but
Yeah.
it is clear that there's quite a few bodies in here of humanoid shape. You can piece together that this is likely the remains of the previous expedition.
No relics, no glute.
No loot, unfortunately.
Damn it.
Outside of the acid and the
Yeah, the natural loot, I suppose.
The natural loot, yeah. If there was if you really want to get in there and try to see if there is loot in the remains of this carcass, you're gonna have to dive into the acid.
All right, guys, here I go.
Ooh.
No, I'm not gonna
just
do
real
that.
elbow deep. I'll take once to check and see if this is a creature that is native, and like, what do they know about it? Is it something that just like was preserved under the ice? Do they it seemed to tunnel through the ice like it's its natural habitat.
And Roheen will corroborate that it is a creature that is native to this moon. It is nasty, and they are rare, so they didn't think that this was a potential threat. But he is glad that you all fought with honor, and you have demonstrated that in this victorious triumph over the predator of this expedition.
Well, yeah, we'll return the same sort of commendations. It's like, I think you and your security crew have also shown to be quite competent in this whole exchange. I was worried that you might not even need us for a brief moment, but I'm glad we were here to make sure that everyone was safe, or as many people as we could were saved. My condolences for Leo.
Leo's family.
And are there?
Yeah, I mean, he will discuss Leo's family will bury him in traditional ways that is custom with their peoples, and that he is glad that the body could be recovered, even if it's a bit gruesome to show the family. It is the way of their town. A lot of other towns shy away from it, but it is the way of their town to bury them open casket, no matter what they look like. Because in Blackfield, it is death is a tragedy, but showing the fight that someone went through, no matter how against the odds it was in their last moments, is the last show of honor that they can show to their families before they're buried. So while gruesome, Leo is shown to have been fighting inside of the Remores, and the family will appreciate that and find some comfort in
That's
that.
a beautiful sentiment. It's a beautiful sentiment. Well, hope now this expedition will take on some additional sentiment.
Yes.
Will we, should we be concerned about a nest of these Remores? Do they feed off of, preserved
Are these
worms?
guys solo riders? Yeah, where are these, like, more of them?
They are solitary creatures, and they typically eat their young. At least the male ones eat the young. So he finds it highly doubtful that another one will show up, but obviously we should stay on our guard. He's never heard of 2 Remores attacking an expedition. He's heard of 1, never 2.
A Remores never strikes twice.
I think I'll take as like fully taken aback. He was about to like offer like a cast of like seeming to like showcase like if they were going to go like if they were going to present the body, like try to present it as they were in life. But especially as like an aberrant sorcerer, I think the notion of just like, being open to the truth of one's demise, even if it might be even if it might be gory, was a level of honesty that really resonated with him.
Yep, little violent, little brutal, but that is how they honor their dead, is to show the families that if they died in a fight, you can see the scars of the fight plain as day. Yeah. Okay. What else? Are y'all still planning on using your 5th level spell slots to wrap up this expedition by the end of the night?
Yeah, I still have some.
I already spent my spell slot to do that.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
We'll go through with it.
No worries. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Anything else? We can fast forward here unless anybody wants to do anything else in particular while you're working through this excavation here. And obviously after 11 minutes, the Remores drifts into the ice hole and sinks down into the frozen tomb of this lake.
Rip Bozo.
I wonder what it tasted like.
That creature adapted so well to a cryomancy enhanced lake of ice. That there's that there are relatively few of them. I don't know if we have enough cannons to really bring them down.
Yeah.
How does the cannon look, by the way? I'm a little worried.
So the cannon's frame is in pretty rough shape. I'm gonna say one of the wheels is all bent up. Still rolls. You gonna cast mending on it?
I don't know, like, because it's melted. I don't know if mending can fix that. Like, if there's like if he can mitigate some of it, that would be nice.
I think you can.
Okay.
I think we can go with like the same rules of like casting mending on a ship to try to repair the ship. I think we've done that in the past. I think that was Alaric's thing. So if you expend a 1st level spell slot to cast mending, I'm I'll say you can, in HP points, heal it 2d8 plus your spellcasting. I'm assuming that's plus 5.
Oh,
So
okay.
2d8 plus 5 to repair it some way.
Awesome.
And Val, you're looking pretty hurt.
Yeah, I think Val's like looking at the cannon, like, you know, wiping it off, but then is like kind of bleeding himself. So he's like making sure it's not actively getting destroyed, and like maybe ties a rope around it to like anchor it to himself, and then we'll start patching himself up.
Okay. Yeah. Now you have a logistical issue too, right? It's on wheels, but you're gonna have to figure out a way to transport this thing back to the city, back to your ship.
Yeah, back
Can you
to
summon
the
it again?
Dragonhawk. I can, yeah, but I'll have to make sure it's safe here somehow.
We gotta cover it up, hide it somewhere.
We could
Yeah.
get it back to town maybe at
We
least,
could,
and then summon it back to the ship when we're on the ship.
That is true. Yep. It's just you can't port it back to the ship, but you can bring it to you if you are on the ship.
I can get Valerian back up to half HP with Channel Divinity. If then he wants to take a short rest, we can do that.
Yeah, I think we just take a short rest if we're gonna be kind of excavating the rest of the day, just trying to finish this up.
Yeah, y'all can do that. No problem.
Let me get you up to half HP so you don't have to use as many hit die.
Okay.
Total give you a snack, so you can roll an extra d8.
45 HP. If that doesn't 45 HP up to half. So if it goes over half HP, you don't get any more of that. So 45 is enough to get you to half HP. Good. If it goes over, you only get to half HP.
It does go over, so I think I'd go 42, which would be half from you.
Boom. I channeled the divine for you. You better appreciate it.
I do. Very
Yeah.
nice. Felt great. Nice
Yeah,
little
but it
calming
does.
sunlight.
Uh-huh. And I'm not injured at all. I feel great. I assume my temp HP is going to wear off during the short rest.
Yes, your temp HP would wear off during the short rest.
Boom.
How far is it back to the town? Like a
It's
day's travel?
I believe it's at least a day. It might have been 2 days. Yeah, I
They
think
somehow got this equipment out here, right? They have like ways to transport equipment, right? Like the cannon.
they do. However, all of that equipment was going to be used to bring their harvested supplies.
Okay.
They were going to bring back the pieces, specifically like the hide, and parts of the worm,
Well,
on like
that's-
sleds.
we could solve that problem for them. Just put all the parts that they get into the bag of holding, and
That'd be
then
too
we
big.
use their equipment. It might be too big.
Yeah, how much space does the bag of holding have? How much extra capacity? If it has a decent amount of space left in there, I could understand the argument. Like just putting chunks of the worm in
This says I am only at 3 out of 500 pounds.
there. Fuck. Okay.
I don't have
Alright.
a lot of stuff. There's not a lot of stuff in here. There's mostly just like light stuff.
Yeah. Okay. How much does the cannon weigh? How much does arcane cannon weigh?
I mean, I imagine close to a ton.
Yeah,
easily.
I would think it would be a ton. If
I can.
Go ahead.
I'm willing to use both my wild shape charges every day to direwolf and pull the
Ooh,
cannon.
sled dog. Okay.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I
I
would
know
allow
that's
that.
pretty heavy, but yeah, I don't mind doing that. I think it's only 8 hours of the day, but I imagine that's how many hours we're gonna travel anyway. But,
I
If
think Simi could help as well.
I think if you do it and one other person do it, it would be a strain that you wouldn't have to roll for exhaustion. If it's just you alone, it would probably be pretty demanding throughout the whole day.
Yeah, I think Signy would like see maybe like at first you struggling with it, and then they would wild shape into a dire wolf as well and help you pull.
Yeah, Signy can Yeah, Signy doesn't wild shape often outside of her starry form. However, she can do some beasts of burden. So yeah, I would say either a wolf or like a horse or something. Yeah, that Signy can do it, but I don't think Signy can do it all day like Toad can. Because it is based off of how long it's for a number of hours equal to half your druid level. So
Signy could do 3 hours at a time.
Yeah, Signy could do 3 hours, so could get 6 hours total. Okay, yeah, that'll be enough. That'll be enough to help ease the burden.
I'll spend a spell slot to conjure animals and just conjure like a polar bear to help me when Signy can't.
Yeah, that's fine. Logistically,
water buffalo.
That works out enough. You just have to count every day you burn a kind of
Describe
animals.
a water buffalo to me, Rick. I don't think I've ever seen one, but
it's like it's like sort of like a. No, never mind. Forget it. Just do a cow. I don't care.
I'm gonna look it up at dinner. I'm gonna check the spell shards when we camp for the night.
Oh, the spell shards. It's all this random generated crap at the top.
I love how many like issues of logistics we have to cover. It's like, okay, so we summon the cannon. All right, send it back. Well, I can't just send it back.
I can't do that.
The logistics of the cannon is the downsides of one of your players being able to summon a fucking cannon. I had to balance it somehow.
Also, the fact that Valerian has 7 wisdom, it's a travesty that anybody would let him do this.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't tell anyone. He just did it in the dead of night one night. He was like,
"It was
fun."
Oh my!
And we can't just leave it here, even like hidden, to just summon back to the ship because it's already damaged, and other things could find it.
Yeah, it is a source of arcane energy that would distract something. Yep.
But hey, 88 damage. That's kind of huge.
Oh, it was great.
Yep.
Saves some lives, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Okay.
All right, are we gonna let Roheen go to the hole in the ground as well? Do we want to do that?
Did he say he was going to send a scouting party after we were done?
Yeah, I think the plan was to go back and then send party out.
Okay.
Yeah. He was gonna.
I don't know if he wanted to personally do it or anything. Could escort him. If he's gonna send like his own little dudes, yeah, we can do that later then.
Yeah, he's kind of on edge right now after the Remora's attack. So yeah,
Understandable.
His plan is to send a scouting party after they return. To he marked it on his map of things to look into. So we'll send his folks out after we all return. So. But yeah, that's definitely something of concern for him and his folks. Because I mean, there is a lot of things out here that expeditions are sent out for to harvest. But if there's an extra force that's occupying, I mean, he'll ask you if you have any ideas of, like, what did you tell him it was? Like, did you describe any of your conclusions?
Oh yeah, maybe we should be a little more explicit about it. I mean, let's do it. Maybe we should get I don't know. We don't let it all take for this. We're trying to read his reactions. Does he know if we mention Karnath? Does any recognition show on his face?
Make me a insight check.
Okay.
Because essentially, what we're telling him is that another Spelljammer that craft visited before wiped out an expedition.
Well, we don't know the expedition yet because we assumed that place was the expedition, but it turns out we haven't even seen the real expedition yet.
Gotcha. So they got their fended off some wolves.
Yeah, they did something. Well, they found another worm in the ground, clearly. Dug it up, But does Roheen know anything about Karnath?
Do
I get the impression he does?
You do not get the impression.
Okay, gotcha.
And for further context, the head star mage, Shalom, did not recognize your nation either. If you're thinking about history, the Aventan people left historically before the age of nations in Corvée. Because it was like 40,000 something years ago. So this is pre Galifar. This is pre Last War. This is pre everything.
But he hasn't like encountered Karnath.
No, he does not seem to perk up at the name either. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He'll tell you that you were the first outsiders that he has met.
I think we should be a little more. Then we should just be open with him. How do y'all feel about that? That's what I'm getting.
I think so. I think he's earned like some sort of trust as far as like, you know, everything he's said and the actions that he's taken up until now. He hasn't been deceitful.
No, I'll take it. It's fully sold.
All right. Then we'll inform him. We'll tell him what we saw at the hole in the ice that we assumed was the expedition. We'll tell him the implications of it, that another spelljamming ship came by, extracted an entire worm corpse from the ice and flew off, and that also, like, we'll tell him about Karnath, their, I guess, opposition to us. Karnath isn't as bad in relations with us as Brayland is, but it's not great. We'll let him know that.
True.
So we're not like enemies or anything, but it's just like a little tense right now.
Roheen is disgusted by discussions of necromancy, and that immediately sours his ideas of this other nation. So, in his mind, these are not only people who purvey and dishonor the corpses of those who have died, likely in battle, but they dishonor the lands that they are trying to live off of by stealing what he quintessentially believes is their rights while trapped on this moon, which is the magical powers of these worms. So they will find no friends with the Aventans of Dravago, if he has anything to say about it.
Gotcha. I will say that it is. I want to note to him, like, it is kind of unusual that Karnath wouldn't like get into contact with y'all. I mean, they tell me, like, that is unusual, right? Like, Karnath isn't anti-civilization. Like, they would make contact with civilizations on a planet, right? That's not unheard of for them to do, right?
No, I mean, they did it on Olrun, right?
Exactly.
They struck an agreement with the folks there. However, they struck an agreement there for manpower, and it doesn't seem like they did that, or for manpower and for knowledge in Olrun, but it doesn't seem like that was required here, and they didn't interact with the population. So
yeah, for some reason they just thought it wasn't useful to make contact with y'all, which is a little, you know, look, I'll admit it, it's a little insulting that they didn't want to come and meet you.
Maybe it's because they already have, you know, we are talking about, you know, we are plumbing and delving into spelljamming crafts with labels like Crypt of Darkness and whatnot. If this was like some sort of some way for them to like resupply on well-preserved necromancy materials, that wouldn't surprise me, and they wouldn't necessarily want to announce to everyone that they're hauling off, you know, powerful and undead creature from this plane.
Fair.
yeah, they weren't necessarily broadcasting the fact that they were extracting something from Olrun either, if you recall. It's been some time. But the workers didn't know what they were extracting. You only found out what they were extracting because you did your little stealth mission.
Mm-hmm.
So Karnath's got its own objectives, its own interests, and its own policies of how it goes about things. Okay. Sorted out the cannon issue. Told Raheen what's going on. He will still send out a scouting party when they return. He is now on notice of another spelljamming faction. He will pass that along to his elder brother, Captain Cyrus. He will ensure that his brother does not make any sort of negotiations with these known dishonorable people. They have already they have already done all the taboos that their people would do no such trading with. If Rohini has anything to say about it. And his elder brother does hear him out on matters such as this.
Diplomacy win.
Yep. Okay. Go ahead.
I was just gonna ask, like, maybe even like while we're traveling back, just like talk to everybody. Like, how do we know that Karnath still isn't here?
That's a good point.
Because, like, if you think about the distance between the moons, like it just wouldn't make logistical sense. I feel to be able to send and I mean, we've seen the warships that they have. It just wouldn't make logistical sense to make, because a ship that big can't move that fast. So it'd take them probably double the time it takes us.
So you haven't seen Karnathi's ship, the massive ship that you saw, since Ulrun, and that was 3 planets ago.
Mm-hmm.
But that was going to take them months to finish, right? Or longer, we figured.
Potentially, yes.
So is there a second Karnathi ship, or did they finish and then they just beeline straight here?
I mean, we have multiple ships, so it's very possible they could have multiple.
Yeah.
It could be like a smaller ship too, like a scout ship specifically.
Yeah. Did I get the impression from that whole, like, how big could that ship have been to carry that worm corpse?
Well, the ship that you saw previously was about the size of an aircraft carrier.
Yeah.
So,
realistically, the worm would have fit on that, right?
The worm would have fit on that, yes.
Would it have been like overkill? Like they could have maybe used a smaller ship. Like
they could, yes.
Could the Dragonhawk carry that worm?
The Dragonhawk would not be able to fit the worm in the hull.
Gotcha, okay.
So it would have to be something like your Red Saber ship. Your Red Saber ship could hold one of those worms. That aircraft carrier ship could probably hold at least 2, if not more. Just due to the size of that thing.
Okay.
So
I know Karnath thinks bigger is better, so.
Yep. And you did previously get communications that manufacturing across the board has increased. In previous communications from Wynarn University and Ondare in general. So it's entirely possible. The travel back to Blackfield is relatively uneventful, unless there's something you wanted to discuss with Rohini or the other expeditioners on your way back. They are able to salvage from the neck up all the necessary parts. They don't let anything go to waste, so they do have unique ways of preparing the flesh. It will feed Blackfield for a significant amount of time, and it's very much like no piece gets unused. So they're bringing the whole thing back, just chunked up in different sections and bagged up and stowed away properly, so as the carcass does not spoil.
Toad takes furious notes every night about their cooking techniques.
Well, they're not cooking anything yet.
Okay.
But you could get some
Darn.
notes on preservation tactics of
Pickling.
saving carcass meat of monster. So if you ever had to store your stuff outside of your bag of holding, you have some tips and tricks you could use.
Yeah,
Preservations.
I'll do that. And totals to help like it's like a full day's trip back, right? So we have to rest at some point.
Yeah, it is. Oh, there we go. That's how I'm figuring out. It was the hexes. So it's 2 hexes. So it's a 1 day. So it'd be in 2 days travel. So yeah, it's 2 days of travel back. So y'all can long rest to recover all of your things. If you wish to do so.
That is very good.
Excellent.
I will move your party back to Black.
We still haven't gone back to Bright Rest, have we?
You have
We have
not.
No.
Yeah, we have to do that. We have to say, hey guys, we got a little business to take care of.
And as you return to Blackfield, you are greeted warmly by the residents. About a dozen or so more that come out to greet you all. They're incredibly grateful, and Roheen is touting your praises as honorable warriors and respectful of the dead. And he will honor your arrangement. He will honor his promise to teach those of you who wield weapons of what knowledge he knows in those fields.
That's right.
So mechanically, he'll teach you a weapon mastery for one weapon of choice for you all. And uniquely,
I'm curiously looking up all the weapon masters.
yeah, I'll go ahead and pull up the weapon masteries. Uniquely, he will teach you to utilize any weapon in your hand in a way that is perhaps unique. That would seem unique to a certain weapon. Basically, he'll teach you any type of weapon mastery to go with any type of weapon.
Oh.
And that is the uniqueness of it, is he will teach you how to... It's not restricted by the weapon type. So if you want to learn how to do that property with a different type of weapon, he is experienced enough in a multitude of weaponry to be able to teach you those things.
And start using quarterstaff as a focus.
Yeah,
And I can topple people.
yeah, topple them.
Can I learn how to topple people? Is this something I can learn?
I mean, you can do any of these things with any of the other. You can combine any property with any type of weapon. So I will just ask that you get those to me tonight. If we want to look at them right now, you can, but I need them at least before we all go to bed tonight, because I want to work those into your sheets before next session.
Okay.
And just put the weapon that you want and the property you want in D&D downtime, whenever you pick. I'll assume it took you 2 days to get, so 3 days. We're on day 131. Today's
Captain's
date.
log.
Captain's Today is 19 Dravago, 1008 YK.
Wait, what day are we on? Sorry, repeat that for my notes.
Yeah, 19 Dravago, 1008 YK. We started this campaign in 1008.
And we're on what campaign day? 131.
Yeah, here, let me drop that in.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. I have a little tracker that I use. And it's kind of funny. that y'all have been pacing the moons, because the moons that y'all have been going to are the order of the months. So you've been like doing like a month, like the month that we're in is the moon that you're on. That was not intentional. Y'all just been doing that. It's kind of interesting. And this would be
Okay, so where do I write this down?
D&D downtime.
D&D
Put-
downtime.
Yeah,
Okay.
just write the weapon you want and the property you.
Like that?
Perfect.
Oh, yeah, the same. I had.
That's really the only one that goes with the longsword, so works out.
Gotcha. Oh, I think it was opened up to.
Yeah, it's not weapon specific.
Like you can do any of it.
Yeah, if you want push with your longsword, you can do it. He'll teach you how to do it.
Maybe I still want to sap with my longsword.
You totally can. Just freeing that
But
option
that's
up
gonna
for you.
change some things.
Yeah, I was thinking of also. I can learn to use a staff, right? Dagger.
Yeah, so it would be Eugene's got the right of it. It would be a weapon type. So for Rick, right, all long swords moving forward, you could do the sap maneuver. All staffs that.
Oh, I thought you meant like specific weapon.
Yeah, I did say specific weapon originally, but Eugene posting that made me realize no, it would apply to all categories. So.
In here, let me delete that and I'll make a new one. I think this will be more fun.
Is my staff is a quarter staff?
It
right?
would be
Is that
considered
right?
a quarterstaff, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so whatever thing you want, it would be for all quarterstaffs.
Are there different kinds of staffs?
Yes, there are
Like
quarter
clubs.
staffs, and then there is a quarter staff, and wooden staff.
Interesting.
So wooden staff is a druidic focus. A staff is an arcane focus. A quarter staff.
For the purposes of what weapon category they fall into, though, I think they all fall under quarterstaff. Unless you'd make the argument
They
that
are
one of them
all
would fall under.
simple weapons.
Yeah. It's either quarterstaff or like you could even classify it as like a club, I guess, in some instances. But yeah.
A quarterstaff has a distinct martial history, so it should be classified under a different category, actually.
Sure.
Actually.
Actually, a quarterstaff is like a very distinct weapon from a club. It's really not a club.
The full transformation as soon as actually comes across.
If I hit you upside the head with a quarterstaff or a club, you gonna feel the difference?
Actually, I think I probably would because a quarterstaff is thinner and longer.
Cool. Okay. Quarterstaff
Can
combo.
I ask a question?
Mhm.
If I get a mastery, is it just for the one
It's the weapon types.
weapon?
So if you see, the others have been posting already. So like,
Oh, okay. I
Rick-
see. I thought you guys were just posting it for.
yeah. So
category
all long
that's
swords,
mastery
Rick
stuff.
would get cleave. All quarterstaffs, Choke do topple.
Hey.
So it's all
Can't we
types
to
of.
bonk people and topple them?
Mm-hmm.
Heck yeah.
I like to imagine when Toad does the bonk, do like that with that cartoon thing where they jump into the air and they like slam down.
Oh,
Like-
yeah. Okay. All flails will be push. Understood. Yeah, 'cause that's the type. Yep. Gonna bust out that flail again. Been
That's
holding
right.
on to that thing for a
And
minute.
I think the cool thing about I could do with this is because of the eruption on it, I could push someone back and then do the eruption. And yeah, it'd be kind of crazy.
Heck yeah.
You're like a walking armory right now.
Yeah, that's my goal is to be an armory.
That's that's kind of Val's thing.
You ever seen the anime Fate Stay Night?
You've talked about this,
Gilgamesh.
The guy who can
Yeah,
summon
yeah.
swords and stuff, yeah.
Yep.
We're
Is that
leaning into
the Limited
fantasy.
Blade Works thing? I know
That's
that's
right.
a thing from Fate Stay Night, yeah.
Perfect. All
Yeah,
right.
Limited
Did you-
Blade Works is because of Gilgamesh, because he has all the legendary, all the stuff. Yeah. Anyway,
Did you play the fighting game?
I did. Yeah.
Fate
That's
Unlimited
pretty
Codes, I think is what it's called. Which is the
Yeah.
Fate Unlimited Codes is a great name for a fighting game because the acronym is fuck.
That's funny.
Did not think of that.
Okay. All right. So you take, like I worked into the calendar a third day that you were all taught your weapon masteries. So for next session, those will be in there. So let me pull y'all to the Dravago map again. You are at Blackfield. You have finished the expedition and earned the honor of Roheen. He is getting ready to get some of his warriors and heading to Frosthall Field for the tournament coming up soon. So you can either head to Frosthall Field, or you can go back to Bright Rest for your ship, for your larger ship, obviously. Because right now you have the cannon with you, and you have the Juniper with you, but that's what you got. The Juniper would be able to hold the cannon, however, not all of you would be able to ride on the ship at that point, and you would basically need to walk alongside. So it would basically be like a cargo thing at that point, but not for any sort of speed.
Do we feel comfortable leaving it at Blackfield and then summoning it back on the ship?
That sounds reasonable. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we going back to Bright Rest or are we going to Frosthall Field? I vote we go back to Bright Rest.
Yeah, let's get our quest book completed and get that XP.
How long would it would we have time to go to Brightfield and then come back to Frosthall Field for the tournament?
You could. I mean, the tournament's happening in a couple days. If you bring the issue up to Roheen, he is saying that his little brother is likely leaving Bright Rest, or has already left Bright Rest to go to Frosthall Field for their tournament as well. He doesn't participate, and he talks a little shit about his little brother not doing it. But if you want to see him in Frosthall Field, you could probably do the same. But he doesn't know if the brother would bring back any of whatever you are talking about doing. He's not tracking what's going on with that. So what are you doing for his brother?
Nothing.
We're just hanging out,
Yeah.
exploring.
Make me a deception or persuasion check.
Oh man.
Nothing.
Nothing. Yeah, Rick, make
Yeah.
a deception check.
All right. Hey, I'm gonna put it like this. Our business is our business alone. He asked us to do a favor for him, and we did a favor for him, and then we came to see you. That's all it is. Is that better? Do I still roll deception there?
You're still gonna need a roll, yeah. And make it blind, please.
Okay.
Can
I
Altec
will-
help? Can Altec help with this particular check?
I think it would be fair that this came as a slip up, so I'm gonna say no for this one.
Gotcha.
You said
I will
deception,
give
right?
you hesitant leader. So you will
Gotcha.
get a +1.
+1. Yeah, I'll let that fly.
Situational bonus. +1. Boom.
Okay, you rolled
A
it.
2.
You rolled it blind. Oh wait, no, hold on. I'm on the wrong foundry. Okay.
That was blind to me. At least.
Yeah, no, I can see it. He kind of blinks at you and he just waves you off. He's like, my little brother probably sent you on some stupid quest for some knowledge that nobody cares about anymore. But anyways, you could probably catch him at Frosthall
Yeah, you're
Field.
right.
So he
Damn,
seems
read me
to
like a book.
just shirk it off. So
All right. It was some nerd shit. He's not wrong.
he
That's
doesn't
true.
seem particularly intrigued at whatever you all were doing. Okay. So yeah, you can fly to Frosthall Field. He invites y'all to caravan with him for safety numbers to Frosthall Field. Whatever y'all want to do.
Well, if we're gonna meet his brother, if we're gonna meet him there anyway, then we can kind of close everything up by going to Frosthall Field. That's my impression anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I can. Oh, go ahead.
Do we get the impression that Karnath is still in the area? I feel hesitant to leave the Dragonhawk longer. Now, I think Toad feels hesitant, like, and are they still around, and are we leaving the Dragonhawk undefended?
We can send a message back to have him hide the Dragonhawk, right? I certainly can have the message spell.
Well, we have
We have the sending stuff.
That's right. Yeah, we have the cell phones. I forgot.
But they can't. The Dragonhawk can't move very quickly without Valerian.
No, but you can sail it as a ship without Valerian. It would just.
They don't need to take it far to find some tree cover and then camouflage it.
Yeah, I mean, the crew does have training in operating the Dragonhawk as a sea vessel, and operating it as a sea vessel technically does not require the spelljamming technology. It would just make you move a lot. It'd be like a rowboat versus, a boat with a real engine. Or, a sailboat versus a, electric boat or something.
Yeah.
If no one else is concerned, Toad is so up for a tournament.
Tournament arc.
I think it's a good idea, and actually, I do tell them. I do say that we tell them to come to Frosthoffel. Just meet us here
With the ship?
with the ship. They start sailing it as a ship.
They'd have to sail the ship around.
Yeah, that sounds dangerous, actually.
Can they just hide it though? Like, can they sail it into like a better hiding spot where it blends in with the forest or something?
A cove,
Yeah.
perhaps.
You can direct them to try to find a cove to stash away the ship.
Do we have any way of teleporting Valerian back to Bright Rest? Anybody got any teleportation spells yet?
You're not there yet.
Well, the thing is, we could also probably just leave the cannon here. We could bust ass back to the Dragonhawk, and likely make the tournament in time if we take the Dragonhawk and come full speed here.
Does that sound right, Mr. DM?
Already proven ourselves honorable, and Roheen said that he would vouch for us, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the tournament isn't just for honor; it's to show how awesome we are.
That's true.
Yeah, I would say you can, if you talk to Roheen about timelines, and you share with him this, the travel time that you think it would take for the Juniper and Dragonhawk to travel between here, Bright Rest, and back to Frosthoff Field. He thinks you might make it in time for the tournament. It would probably be like you'd get in that night and it would start the next morning. But he thinks you would make it.
Okay, I think we do that. I think that's the safest option, because I don't think we can't rule out that Karnath's not slow. It doesn't make sense given at least what we know of them. We can assume a lot of things, but what we know of them is that they have slow ships.
Same is
very
true.
armored, very for combat more than scouting or reconnaissance.
We also don't know where Brayland is, and if they've caught up to us yet. So
fuckers doing.
Yeah, and
I think Toad's just like, we left the baby for long enough.
Yeah, true.
And you know what? I'm sure the crew misses us.
Awesome out there.
Yeah, what are they eating without Toad?
Yeah,
Can't be any good. Can't be any good.
MREs.
Yeah.
I have a box of MREs in my closet right now.
Wait, which
some of
one?
them are okay, but some of them are just like, what?
It's a decent menu. Okay. So yeah, we'll say that you head from Blackfield to Bright Rest. You leave the cannon at Blackfield. You summon it when you're on the ship at Dragonhawk. And you can make it to Frosthowl Field before this tournament. I think it's a good point to stop here, and we'll pick up next week with the tournament in Frosthowl Field.
Ooh.
Nice.
So you missed ships passing in the night with Starmaid Shalom. They went a different route. You did not see them on the trail back to Bright Rest.
Gotcha.
So you will just have to catch up with him when you were in Frosthall Field, which we will explore and enjoy when we do this next week.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Well, congratulations, everyone. Getting that cannon down was so important.
Yeah.
That was dicey, I won't lie.